Hello everybody, Dave from Merry Arachnids. Going to do a quick update on the two Gimpy, well not Gimpy anymore, Avicularia species. If you remember a while back I got two of these on adoption. One was 7 legs, this is the one that has 7 legs, this is Sieben, who now has 8 legs of course, and Cinco, who molted the other day. Sieben molted last week. I'm going to try and feed her, or him. I don't know what the sex of this one is. I'm going to see if she's interested in eating a nice freshly molted mealworm. Oh, sweet. Put it up here. I don't know how clear this is coming out here. Anyway, Sieben molted a little over a week ago, and Cinco molted the other day. Based on what I see out of this one, I believe this one will be the morph type 6, but it's still a little too small to determine that for sure, just based on the extremely fluffy back legs and the white tip setae. The abdomen still has the red patterning, as they generally do at this size. Where are you? Can we see her? Or is it just too shadow? There she is right there. Well, I'm going to call her she for now, but we'll see if she comes up and eats that. But anyway, came through the molt fine. The leg looks perfectly normal. I don't see a distinction there with you know, a skinny leg, but she definitely probably has the skinny leg, I would imagine. They generally do when they regenerate, but we will see. She has been kind of iffy as far as generally before she would just sit at the top of her enclosure here. Now she's, when the top comes off, she climbs down a little bit to get away from me. So anyway, that's her, and we'll update Cinco here in a second, and have some news about some stuff that you'll be able to look forward to out of the channel in the next few weeks. Oh, that worm fell down onto the leaf right next to her. Now we'll see if she's interested. Some different topics that we'll be going over, some different things that I want to do. First will be, again, these aren't going to be, I don't know when I'm going to release these videos, but one will be the Tarantula Tag Part 2. It'll originate here on this channel, and it'll go, this one's going to be back and forth across the Atlantic Ocean. So I'll tag somebody from either Europe or Australia or Asia, and then when they finish theirs, they will tag somebody back from the United States or Canada. I don't believe we have anybody from South America or Central America, or no, Central America would be Mexico, but anybody from those areas. So it'll be basically Canada, and I think we have 2 or 3, maybe 4 from Canada, and then the rest of them, or the rest of us on this side of the Atlantic, of course, are from the United States. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, who picks who as far as you know, across the pond. Because last time we did the tarantula tag video, it kind of got stagnant over here in the States for a little while, and then we finally got it across the pond, and then it kind of stayed over there for a little while, and then when it branched off, there in 2 different places, I think it kind of went, at one point we were doing 4 of them. It was branched off 4 different ways. So it was kind of interesting to see who people actually tagged. And now that we're getting towards the end of Tarantula Tag Part 1, it's getting more difficult. We have had a few new members come in, so we're going to get them through it. There's still a few that haven't done Tarantula Tag Part 1. So hopefully soon those will all be wrapped up, and we'll get right into Tarantula Tag Part 2. It's going to be the Dirty Dozen. There'll be 12 questions total. 10 questions, 1 show and tell, and then of course the tag question. And we're trying to do a little bit more personal, so things that are involved in the hobby in relationship to the person that's doing the video. we did a lot of what's your favorite species and show a tarantula and feed a tarantula. We're not going to do that this time. We will have one favorite part, and that'll be the genus, and that'll be if you can only keep one genus of tarantulas without cheating and saying two. You have to pick one. We'll see what people will pick if they can only keep one genus of tarantulas, and that's it. I'm sure some people will be smart and pick one that's got a bunch of species in it. Other people will be kind of adamant about their favorite genus to keep. And then instead of doing the show and tell part, will be show off your favorite enclosure or your favorite setup. So it'll be interesting to see what people have done with their setups, because if you really pay attention a lot, you don't see a lot of the setups on video. You see a lot of just a tarantula eating. So you have a closer up picture of tarantulas, and you don't actually get a chance to see the entire enclosure. So that'll give people the opportunity to show off some of their neat stuff. Yeah, and the other part we'll go over when we show Cinco here. So let me get her out, and I will be right back. Okay, so when she molted, and I say she because she's a she, I was able to sex the molt on her, and it's definitely a she. Again, this one has would lead me to believe the Avicularia morph type 6, but we'll find out as she grows. It's not anything that's necessary for me to figure out now. Her left legs were a little bit smaller than all the 3 that she was missing than the other 5 that she already originally had. You could kind of see that with the legs in the back there. They are a little bit thinner, but they do look like they have hair on them, which generally the first time they molt, they'll be kind of skinny with not a lot of hair. Then the next time they molt, they'll pretty much go back to normal, depending on how big the tarantula is and how far in its life stage it is. But again, we've been waiting, for a while since I got this one in. She ate one time, and that was it from when I got her in a few months ago. And we knew, I knew. Some other people were like, "Oh yeah, she's in pre-molt. There's no doubt about it." But finally, the other day, she finally molted and came through everything perfectly fine, which is good. So we'll be getting her into a feeding video soon, and she's still in the baseball cube, which for now I'm just going to leave her in there. I do have some things I might try. I may put her in the long, tall blue topped lid thing that the Damon Diadema is in, and see how she takes to that, and she'll be able to stay in there for quite a while. So we'll get that set up probably next week. Try to get her moved into that before we go to the Buffalo Rec Expo, the BNRE next weekend on May the 6th. I'm looking forward to that. Again, my daughter Haley's coming, and my brother's coming. I'm making him drive because he's younger than me, and we'll see what we come up with there. Again, we're taking the Aphonopelma hensais and the Aphonopelma simonis to Ruth, trading in for whatever we figure out. I would like to get another sea darlingi, whether it's I actually wouldn't mind another sling, but if she still has a 3-inch juvenile, I probably will trade for at least one of those, and maybe a sling. And then I'd like, hopefully she has like a juvenile Marshali also, which I would pick up. But she has some other African species I'm interested in. She has the Harpactira namaquoensis and the Harpactira caffreyriana. Thinking about possibly getting to those. They get some more African species into my collection. And I'm not quite sure if what she has for Asian species, but we'll look and see what she has. And I definitely probably want to get definitely Tapanakinius gigas off of her. I really, really want to try that one again. And possibly a Pamphobedius species Mashala. I'm not quite sure that I want to get one of those or not. We'll figure it out. And I never know what Ruth is going to do. I'll end up going there and she'll have something special just for me because she's such a kind person. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with that. Now we're going to move. So I gave her some water, sprayed some water on her webbing, and she kind of took to that. She was drinking water right basically where she was at. She moved over to get it. Kind of sprayed a little bit on her, which I try not to do, but it really doesn't hurt them. It kind of freaks them out a little bit, but it doesn't hurt them. What else are we doing? We are going to do the Erioarachnids worldwide tarantula collection tour. I was prompted to do another tarantula tour video. I really wanted to wait till after May the 6th because of whatever else I'm getting in. But I did already film the United States species because it contained the hensai. I did not do the Simanis for the Costa Rican because I still will have a Simani, so we'll worry about that one when we get to it. But so what I'm going to do is a little bit different than what most people do. We're going to go country by country by country. So the videos may be short. I know some people don't like that. Some people like the longer videos. But Kat's going to do all of my thumbnails for me for the channel because she's got Photoshop, so she can add in the picture of the country, and then of course put the name of the country on. I will provide her with a picture of one of the tarantulas from that area, and then she will do the rest of it for me. So she volunteered, which I'm grateful for, because I'm not really savvy to that stuff anyway. Plus we don't have the Photoshop program, and the program that I use, you see the thumbnails that I've been making, it seems like I can only do one line of text on them, and it's always straight down the middle, which I like because it simplifies everything for me and you guys. Everybody can see getting new fonts added to it, so different things. But yeah, so we'll go country by country. We'll start with the United States. We'll drift right down through Central America, and then cross right across over to South America and go all the way from top to bottom. And then we'll hit, we'll do the one Middle Eastern tarantula that I own, and then we'll go down through Africa and over to Asia. I do not have anything from Australia, so it's the only continent that I don't have a tarantula from. So it may be something I might look into when we're at the expo. I'm not really quite sure. But yeah, and then of course the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We're getting there slowly, but we're getting there. I was hoping to have a little bit more, a lot more subscribers today since I did the video yesterday, but it kind of lagged out. I think I started out with 952, and I woke up this morning with 5 new subscribers and still was at 952, which means that I lost 5 subscribers. So that's just a tug-of-war game that you play with YouTube and people that subscribe, you know, dormant accounts and some other odds and ends things. So yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it. We'll do some update videos again. We'll do some feeding stuff, and in the tarantula tour videos there'll be some that I feed. A lot of them I won't because I want to get through them really quick. So it'll be, you know, meet and greet. You know, like if we do Venezuela, you have the P. Armenia, you have the GBBs. I'm not sure if I have anything else from Venezuela or not. So, you know, you'll go through those two. We'll probably feed the GBBs. The Armenia, probably not, because she ate just the other day, and I say she because I'm really, really hoping, because I have absolutely no luck with females in the Salmopaeus genus, other than my pulkers, my 2 female pulkers. So, yeah. So that's kind of the gist of stuff that's coming up, and we're going to do, for those of you who watch my granddaughter's video, the interview, she wants to do more, so she was pretty excited, especially to see herself on television. That's a big deal to a 4-year-old, so she wants to do some more videos, so I'm sure we'll probably get to see her a little bit more now because she'll want to come over and do some more videos. So we'll have to dream up some things to do with her, and we'll do some outdoor expeditions with my son Alex. He likes to go down to Elk Creek over here and down to the beach. My daughter's still doing photography stuff, so try and get some stuff done with her. And you know, for the tarantula tag video, I'm going to try and do each question in a different location, so kind of different locations here in Erie County from where I'm from. Of course, we'll start here in McCain. From where I'm from, we'll probably do something at Elk Creek, and then that's a favorite place of mine. It was when I was a kid, and it still now is a favorite place of mine. I loved ponds, I loved creeks. I didn't like to go in the water because I was scared to death of water, but I like to be around the water. I like watching the fish, and I like watching the water snakes and the spiders crawling all over the place, and crickets and isopods and everything else. So we'll try to film some cool things out there in nature. We'll go to Asbury Woods, which is just a kind of small little section of woods here that's protected. You're not supposed to take anything or bring anything in. I think I caught a couple jumping spiders there last year. I don't think that's a big deal, but you can't take like turtles or frogs or anything like that out of there. There's a flock of turkey, and then there's a small herd of deer that roams around there too. So you get to run into them some on and off. Turkey usually run into more because the babies, you know, in late spring. So I think the last couple times we went there, we saw some turkeys, but I never filmed anything there. So we'll bring the phone and we'll film some stuff, and we'll go down to Presque Isle, the beaches down here, and we'll go to like Perry's Land, or not Perry's Landing, Dobbin's Landing, which is a pier or a dock. We used to go to when we were teenagers, and you know, we would park, and then people would just drive around and just hang out and get to see people, and you know, you kind of a lot of people are showing off their cool cars and stuff like that. So we'll go to these different places that have a little bit of meaning for this area. The Gudgeonville Bridge in Girard, one of the oldest covered bridges still around. So it's stuff like that's pretty cool to me. So we'll go check out some of that. Wintergreen Gorge, we'll go check that out. And then Erie Cemetery is a big thing too, because there was a huge legend of Dracula's tomb there. So you'll know exactly which one it is when we get there. And there's a wild coyote that runs around there, and a couple deer. So yeah, things like that. Just some odds and ends, weird things, and I'll answer a question that go along with tarantula tag in all these different places, and I think it'll be more interesting that way, hopefully. Anyway, so okay, so thanks for watching this update. I know it was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but I did want to update everything about what's going on coming up. I'm really excited, getting really antsy about the expo. It's going to be a pain in the ass to walk around there with that boot, but we'll do the best we can. So thanks again for watching. Almost to that 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for all the support. Please comment down below if you have any questions. And I'm trying to do a little bit better at responding to the comments. I'm trying to do that nightly now. So before I go to sleep, I try to hit all the comments that were put on my videos during the day. So if I've missed any of you that's commented in the last day or two, hopefully by tonight I'll get all caught up. So see you guys all later, and have a great day. Bye-bye.